was 17, boots in the red dirt, sunset gold on a wrinkled old t-shirt. Mama said be back by nightfall, but I ran past the barns, I outran it all. Tractor tire slipped by the fence line, cornfields whispering secrets to the sky. Wind in my hair, dust on my jeans, nothing ahead but sweet daydreams. Back when time moved slow and the world felt wide, no bills, no plans, just a midnight ride on trunk roads paved in broken white lines, chasing the stars like they were all mine. No heavy heart, no weight on me, just a small town soul. 17 and free. Old blue Ford, gas tank half full, radio playing something old and cool. Me and the breeze were thick as kin, talking to God, just letting Him in. Frogs in the creek sang me their tune, while fireflies danced under the moon. I'd lie in the grass till the morning light, just a kid with the world tucked in his eyes. Back when time moved slow and the world felt wide, no bills, no plans, just a midnight ride on trunk roads paved in broken white lines, chasing the stars like they were all mine. No heavy heart, no weight on me, just a small town soul. 17 and free. Now I sit on this porch with my coffee warm, thinking about those fields where I was born. Life's got rules and it's got dues, but I still chase that boy in muddy shoes. Back when the sun kissed every tree and the only thing I knew was to just be me, running wild like a summer breeze. Lord, what I'd give to still feel that free. Back when time moved slow and the world felt wide, no bills, no plans, just a midnight ride on trunk roads paved in broken white lines, chasing the stars like they were all mine. No heavy heart, no weight on me, just a small town soul. 17 and free. Yeah, I was 17 and free. Just the sky, the road, and a boy who believed.
Put off the highway windows down, pine trees whispering all around, cool breeze blowing through my hair, your hand in mine like it's always been there. Cabin keys on a rusty old ring, 2 mugs, 1 fire, and a porch with a swing, the lake like glass in the morning glow. Just you and me, no place to go. Oh, Lake Tahoe love, sweet and slow, dancing on docks, where the moonlight glows. Barefoot hearts on a mountain high, wrapped in your arms under star-filled skies. Didn't know peace till you showed me how. With your soft touch and that boyish smile, never felt so close to heaven above as I did with you and that Lake Tahoe love. Skipped some rocks, laughed till we cried. You kissed my nose when the waves got high. Hot cocoa hands by a campfire flame. You whispered forever and I said my name. We carved it in bark on a pine tree tall, next to a heart with a year in fall. You sang off key to that old John Prine, and I swore I'd freeze that moment in time. Oh, Lake Tahoe love, wide and free, floating in dreams with just you and me. Canoe ride slow, sun setting low. The world was still and the love did grow. Didn't care where the highway bends, just pray this trip would never end. Every breeze, every kiss, every sky above was part of our Lake Tahoe love. Now when I'm lost in the everyday noise, I close my eyes and I hear your voice, the echo of waves, your laugh in the breeze, and I'm right back there with you and the trees. Oh, Lake Tahoe love, forever true. Mountain mornings and nights with you. Heartbeats sink like a gentle tide. Every moment burn deep inside. If life gives me just one sweet rerun, let it be us under that setting sun. 'Cause nothing ever came close enough to our wild, warm Lake Tahoe love. Yeah, you and me, and that Lake Tahoe love.
You stood in the doorway, suitcase in hand, trying not to cry, but I could understand. The silence hit harder than a slamming door. Your goodbye echoed across that floor. You said it's not you, with a shaky breath, but we both knew what was coming next. I held on tight to that final sound when your voice broke, looking down. That was the last like it still meant something, not just a name. Soft like rain on a window pane. Gone too quick, but it still remains. I replay it in my heart like a sad refrain. The last time you say my name, I still hear it in the back of my mind, like a ghost that shows up late at night. The way you said it, sweet and low, as if letting go hurt your soul. Your voice had love, but your eyes were gone, and I knew right then I'd be alone. You whispered it like a prayer half spoken, that one word the moment everything was broken. Yeah, that was the last time you say my name, like it was ours, not part of the blame. Hung in the air like perfume and pain, soft as a whisper, heavy as a rain. I'd give anything to hear it again, that last time you say my name. Now it's just strangers and you don't call, and I'm just a story you don't tell at all. But I still stand where your echo stays, drowning in the sound of your getaway. That was the last time you say my name. No anger, no blame, just goodbye and shame. It cracked like thunder through my veins, still burns like fire that I can't explain. You walked away, but your voice remains, that last time you say my name. Just one word, but it changed everything, that last time you say my name.
Pulled out a Reno with the sun on my dash. One bag in a back and a tank full of gas. Radio humming, an old George straight line. Chasing the coast, leaving worries behind. Highway 1's like a ribbon of gold, cliffs to the left and the sea taking hold. Waves crashing wild like a song in my soul. I ain't got a plan, just letting it roll. I'm just a soul riding free with no wind. a town where no one knew my name. Grabbed a black coffee and watched the sky change. A girl with a smile said, "Where you headed to?" I just tipped my hat and said, "Anywhere new." Stopped by Big Sur as the daylight fell. Took a deep breath, yeah, I needed that spell. Wrote a few lines on the back of a map, just me and the road, and that's where I'm at. I'm just a soul riding free with no end, talking to God and the California wind. Redwoods above, stretching high like grace. Sunset burning in a warm embrace. From desert sands to mountain bends, I found my truth in the California wind. Ain't running from nothing, just moving on. Searching for silence where the noise is gone. Some folks find it in a church or a bar. Me, I found mine in a beat-up car. Palm trees swaying down in Malibu. Starry skies spilling all their blues. I'm just a soul riding free with no wind, talking to God and the California wind. From Joshua Tree to that Golden Gate, every mile's been worth the wait. I ain't looking back, I won't pretend I'm finally home in the California wind. Yeah, I'm finally home in the California wind.
We met in second grade, fighting over second base. Then split a soda and made it our place. We built tree forts and rode dirt bikes, busted some fences and made them right. From football Fridays to fishing at dawn, you'd bring the bait, I'd bring the songs. Didn't need much but a little more gas and time would fly. But man, we made it last. Old boots and good friends, the kind that stay till the bitter end. Laughing about nothing round a fire pit, picking guitars, never calling it quits. Through every road that curves and bends, I count myself lucky for old boots and good friends. We chase the same girls, just not at the same time, and held each other up when hearts crossed the line. He was the best man when I tied the knot, and the guy who showed up when I nearly lost the plot. We seen babies born and laid dads to rest, shared a few secrets we ain't confessed. He still calls me brother and I do too, 'cause blood don't always make it true. Old boots and good friends, the kind that stay till the bitter end. Laughing about nothing round a fire pit, picking guitars, never calling it quits. Through every road that curves and bends, I count myself lucky awake when the world gets loud. Always been the one who'd stand his ground. Some things wear out, some folks drift away, but a friend like that, that's here to stay. Old boots and good friends, the kind you lean on again and again. From tailgate beers to a borrowed suit, he stood beside me in worn out boots. Through every mile, through thick and thin, I count myself lucky for old boots and good friends. If I go first, or if he does instead, we'll still be laughing where the good Lord sends. Old boots and good friends.
Crooked smile, sat 2 rows up, been watching me while I'd pass him notes in history class. He'd write me back with a heart and a laugh. Friday nights in those bleacher seats, his hand found mine so naturally. Under those lights we were firing sparks, just 2 dumb kids with back row hearts. We were dancing slow in a parking lot, tailgate tunes, didn't care who watched, sipping on dreams from a mason jar, holding forever in each other's arms. Didn't know much, but I knew that part. I was falling fast with my back row heart. Snuck out windows just to ride the breeze, barefoot kisses by Sycamore Creek. He said, "You're the only girl I see." And I believe like 17, painted his name on my old notebook. Thought our names looked real good. Thought I knew what love really was. Turns out I didn't, maybe I still does. We were dancing slow in a parking lot, tailgate tunes, didn't care who watched, sipping on dreams from a mason jar, holding forever in each other's arms. Didn't know much, but I knew that part. I was falling fast with my back row heart. Time rolls on like that river down south. We moved on, but I still think about that boy with the stars in his eyes, and how we kissed like we had all time. I still hear that hometown song, still feel his arms though he's long gone. First loves fade, but they leave a mark, like carved initials in a schoolyard heart. We were dancing slow in a parking lot, tailgate tunes, didn't care who watched, sipping on dreams from a mason jar. Swore he'd never ever break my heart. Didn't know much, but I knew that part. He had all of me in my back row heart. Yeah, we were young and wild and starry-eyed, just 2 kids with back row hearts.
barefoot summers in a field of gold, where Grandpa's hands turn young to old. That old red barn saw it all go down. First kiss, first scar, first time I let them down. Mama called us in when the sun got low. Dinner on the stove and hearts full of hope. We didn't have much, but Lord, we had all we'd need. 'Cause this dirt raised me. This dirt raised me, taught me how to stand, taught me how to work with blistered hands, showed me how to fall, then rise again, taught me where the roots end and faith begins. I may wear boots, but I walk with grace, thanks to every hard-earned day I faced. I'm who I am 'cause of sweat and seed. Yeah, this dirt raised me. Daddy's voice was rough like gravel roads, but every word he said still echoes close. Sunday mornings in a secondhand suit, singing hallelujah with the worn out pews. The creek out back held my childhood dreams, carved in that oak, someday I'll leave. But I always come back when I need to breathe, 'cause this dirt raised me. Yeah, this dirt raised me. It runs in my veins, through the storms, the drought, and the pouring rain. Taught me how to lose, how to love, how to fight, how to find the truth in the dead of night. I may wander, but I never stray. These fields call me by my name. I'm strong, I'm proud, and I still believe that this dirt raised me. I'll pass it on to my little boy's feet, let him scrape his knees and plant his dreams. There's more in this ground than crops and clay. It's where grace grows every day. This dirt raised me, gave me my spine, gave me that old stubborn farmer's pride. I've bled, I've cried, I've laughed, I've prayed, and thank God for every step I've made. Someday I'll rest beneath this tree where this dirt raised me. Yeah, this dirt
Dust on the mailbox, paint on the peel. Same old preacher driving that Oldsmobile. High school champs back in 95, still talking about the throw that changed their lives. Jenny said she'd moved to Tennessee, sing her songs and chase her dream. But she's working nights at the diner now, pouring coffee with a painted smile. No one ever leaves this town. Dreams get dusty, roads turn around. We talk about the coast, the lights, the sound, but somehow our roots grow deeper in the ground. We all say, someday I'm getting out, but no one ever leaves this town. Tommy's got a truck with a busted light, swears he's headed west, maybe next July. Mama keeps a suitcase by her bed, been there 20 years just like she said. There's comfort in the same four streets, where the stories age but never leave. And even the drifters circle back around, 'cause home pulls harder than that highway sound. No one ever leaves this town. Time rolls slow, but it don't back down. We chase the stars with our heads held proud, but end up watching sunsets from the same old ground. We all say, someday I'm breaking out, but no one ever leaves this town. Maybe we're scared, maybe we're tired of Sunday potlucks and Friday night lights. Maybe love just builds these walls, one memory at a time, till you don't leave at all. No one ever leaves this town. We all got dreams, but they settle down. We trade the wild for the worn out now, and find forever in the here and now. We all say, just one more round, but no one ever leaves this town. Yeah, we all dream with the engine sound, but no one ever leaves this town.
into the driveway, round 1:45, long stretch of miles, and a heart bruised blue, dust on my boots, and the world on my back. But that porch still creaks like the past never passed. And there through the window, soft and low, a little golden glow from long ago. No matter where I've been or what I've done, that kitchen light's always been on. Mama's kitchen light, warm as July, still burning through the years like a lullaby. Casts a shadow where the hard days fall and holds me up when I've lost it all. It's not just a bulb in a room at night, it's the soul of home. Mama's kitchen light. The table's got scars from my younger days, carved our names deep in childish ways. That old clock's ticking, the same sweet tune, and the smell of cornbread fills the room. She's humming low, stirring the stew, talking about Dad like he just stepped through. And I sit real quiet, taking it in, feeling like I'm 12 years old again. Mama's kitchen light, warm as July, still burning through the years like a lullaby. Casts a shadow where the hard days fall and holds me up when I've lost it all. It's not just a bulb in a room at night, it's the soul of home. Mama's kitchen light. One day that light might flicker and fade, and the house may age in its quiet way, but I'll carry that glow wherever I roam, a soft little beacon that leads me home. Mama's kitchen light, steady and true, been waiting through storms, through all I've been through. It don't judge, it don't ask why, just a soft hello when I say goodbye. It's not just a bulb in a room at night, it's a whole world wrapped in Mama's kitchen light. Yeah, when I'm lost and need to find what's right, I still come home to Mama's kitchen light.
There's a gravel road past the county line, where the map runs out but the memories shine. Old red barn leaning like it's tired of time, and the swing still sways on the big old pine. Dust on the boots, I walk real slow. Every step feels like coming home. 100 summers in that old dirt lane, still hear the laughter like it never changed. Where the fence turns wide and the grass grows high, that's where I left my heart behind. First kiss, first fight, first taste of July, under that endless southern sky. It's chipped and worn, but it still feels right. the bend where the fence turns wide. Used to race that creek with bare feet flying, throwing rocks and swearing we were flying. Carved our names where the paint had peeled, right by the gate where the dreams were real. Daddy's old truck's gone, but the ruts remain, and the porch light flickers like it knows my name. Neighbors have changed, but the wind still hums the same old tune I used to run from. Where the fence turns wide and the corn grows tall, I was 10 feet high and had no fall. Skinned up knees and a reckless mind, we swore we'd never run out of time. It's a faded scene, but a perfect sight. Back at the bend where the fence turns wide. I've been 1,000 places, worn different boots, but none walk deeper than these hometown roots. No matter how far that highway runs, this dirt road's where I still belong. There's magic in that paint-chipped rail, and secrets in the breeze that never tell. Where the fence turns wide and the stars come out, I still hear Grandma calling from the house, where promises made were never lies, and goodbye never really meant goodbye. It's peace, it's home, it's my old birthright. Back at the bend where the fence turns wide, yeah, I'll always find myself in time. Where the fence turns wide.
The sun dips low behind the grain mill light. John Deere's parked and the field's done right. High school kids revving up their rides, washing off the dirt from a long week's fight. That neon glow from the corner store got the only cold beer and a creaky floor. They sell gas, bait, and small talk too, and everybody's got nothing better to do. It's Friday night in a two-pump town where the lights cut off when the sun goes down. Bonfire burning past the edge of the corn, tailgates down and the boots are worn. No big city sound, just a country crowd dancing like heaven's right here now. Yeah, the world don't turn so fast around. Friday night in a two-pump town. Old man Tucker's on his porch again, sipping on a story he's already said. Cassie's making rounds in her daddy's truck, and Billy's back from work in rigs up north. The preacher's boy got a six-pack grin, and he's trying his luck with the Davis twins, while the band plays Skinner through a beat-up amp with a mason jar, tip jar, and a riverbank cam. It's Friday night in a two-pump town where the stars show up when the sun goes down. The laughter's loud and the music's free, and love starts slow by a sycamore tree. No big city sound, just a country crowd singing like heaven's right here now. Ain't no place I'd rather hang around. Friday just a little moonlight, a couple good friends and a truck bed night. It ain't about fame or fancy things, just small town hearts and simple dreams. It's Friday night in a two-pump town where the good times roll when the sun goes down. We make our own kind of neon bright with fireflies, laughter, and old porch lights. No big city sound, just a country crowd living like heaven's right here now. We're rich in ways can't be written down. Every Friday night in a two-pump town. Yeah, every Friday night in our two-pump town.
I ain't been inside a church in years, but I still feel the grace when the dust clears. Don't own a Bible, don't know a hymn, but I whisper, Lord, when the lights grow dim. Mama's voice still rings in my ear, soft and low like a lullaby prayer. She'd fold her hands while I fell apart, gave her faith to a wayward heart. 'Cause I'm holding on to secondhand prayers, ones I never spoke, but I know they're there, like smoke rising through the midnight sky. They float me through and I don't know why. I ain't righteous, I ain't fair, but somehow I'm saved by secondhand prayers. Barstool nights and back road wrongs, I've lived my life like a crooked song, but there's a cross hanging on my rearview glass. She put it there hoping I'd come back, and every close call I walked away from felt like her faith outshined my dumb. She's on her knees while I roam too far, pulling me back with a borrowed star. Yeah, I'm holding on to secondhand prayers, passed down strong like a worn out chair. Don't know the words, but I feel the sound. When I'm lost, they still track me down. I ain't clean, but I still care, and I'm still standing from secondhand praise. Someday I'll learn to fold my hands and talk to the sky like she still can. But until then, I ride this grace that covers me in her quiet faith. So I'm holding on to secondhand prayers, the kind that rise from a mama's chair, like candlelight that never fades. They burn through my darkest days. No, I don't deserve the love that's there, but I'm still here. secondhand prayers.
Told my friends I'm fine, just needed space. Laughed through the hurt with a half-hearted grace. They don't see the ghost you left in my bed, or the echo of your name stuck in my head. The jukebox plays a line we used to sing. Bartender don't ask, he just pours the thing. I'm not one to cry, but tonight I might. 'Cause whiskey listens when the world don't right. Yeah, whiskey knows me better than my closest friend. Knows how I break and where I've been. Don't judge the silence or the things I regret. It don't ask questions, it just helps me forget. You walked away and I can't forget her. But damn if whiskey don't know me better. That picture frame still faces the door, like it's waiting for boots that don't hit the floor. I tried new habits, Lord knows I tried, but every clean start ends with a bottle by my side. Folks say move on, but they don't see the way your goodbye still bleeds through me. It's not about drinking, it's just the truth. Nothing hits home like 90 proof. Yeah, whiskey knows me better than my closest friend. Knows how I break and where I've been. Don't need no answers, don't need to pretend. It don't give advice, just helps the aching. You're gone for good, but I still remember. And damn this whiskey, it knows me better. I ain't proud of the nights I lose, but it's the only thing that don't feel like you. One more pour, one more try, one more way to say goodbye. Yeah, whiskey knows me better than the love we had. It don't get cold, it don't get mad. It don't leave town with a tear-stained note. It stays right here when I'm losing hope. You left a hole I still remember, but night after night, whiskey knows me better. Yeah, night after night, whiskey knows me better.
was heading west on I-18, chasing dreams and nicotine. GPS said turn left now. I didn't hit a road with one stray cow. Ran out of gas near a bait shop sign. Asked a guy where's the next state line. He laughed and said, son, don't frown. You just found yourself in Huckabee Town. Wrong turn, right town. Thought I was lost, but now I'm found. Met a redhead pouring sweet iced tea. Said you ain't from here, but you might wanna be. Got a dog, a job, and I'm sticking around. Thanks to a map that led me down. I was just passing through, but look at me now. Wrong turn, right town. Tried to leave once tires went flat. Barbara passed him while we shot the chat. Sheriff waved as I sped away, then pulled me over just to say hey. The diner folks know my name by heart. They serve pie with advice and a side of smart. And that redhead, well, she's wearing my ring. Guess life's got a way of changing everything. Wrong turn, right town. Meant to be gone, but I stuck around. They got no Walmart, just cows and charm, and a preacher who fishes from his own farm. Now I grill on Fridays, mow this ground, singing with the band at the old fairgrounds. I came here lost, but I'm home somehow. Wrong turn, right town. Never did find that big old city, but I found slow days, and man, they're pretty. Found my heart on a back road bend. Now I hope this detour never ends. Wrong turn, right town. Took a back road straight to settling down. From hitching rides to hitching a bride. Now I got love and a lakeside ride. So if you're ever lost, just drive around. Sometimes the best things ain't well found. Heck, I got lucky when the map went out. Wrong turn, right town.